ancient cities of the world. It's more beautiful than you can imagine. This time we did Airbnb in Rome. There are other places where we have done maybe booked hotels, but here we did Airbnb and our experience has been good so far. So you can decide, you can book in well in advance, and then based on what we have covered so far, I would say you plan for minimum 2 to 3 days, because it has so many things, many ancient places, Vatican City. So I would prefer, to have minimum 2 to 3 days spent here. 3 is preferred. You can book a cab, you can do hop and hop off, but what I like the most is walk. The ground that you see, that's Circus Maximus, and you can see on the back side of the ground still you can see some of the old ruins. The stadium was built between two hills. One side of the stadium all emperors used to stay. So, and the stadium used to accommodate about 250,000 people, and it became kind of a role model for other architectures in future. It started with some of the processions, gladiator fights, some of the games, and then at the end it ended being up the racing center as well. So we are at Colosseum. This is one of the most visited tourist spot on the world. You can see for around 400 to 500 years this used to be center of Roman Empire. There used to be fights between gladiators, fights between animals, and then this is how politicians used to gain weight in the society. You can see on the this used to be the gate. On that side there is a Palatine Hill where emperors used to stay, and here you can see this used to be the Roman Forum. It was the center of trade. Key important places here: one, Roman Forum, then Palatine Hill on that side, and then here Colosseum. For Colosseum, everyone you would have seen movie Gladiator. Yes, it's a little bit different. When you actually know the history, I would personally recommend that you hire, or say you go in a guided tour, because there are some good guides that would help you understand the history and everything, or else it will be just a building. You can pre-book online, or even if you didn't get chance to book online, once you arrive here, there are some good guides that they will shout, and then you will get to know that there are guides. So go for it. It was really good experience, and I am sure you would also like. One very important thing, to ensure that you reach early, because if you are late, then by 4 or 5 everything closes. So ensure you are reaching early, let it be Vatican City or Colosseum. This is very beautiful fountain of Trivera. It's also called a fountain of love. We walk a lot to come to this place, but it is worth it. It is beautiful. Thank you.
And the other one.
This is Spanish steps, Spanish embassy used to be here, and this is the steps to the embassy, and people do sit here and enjoy. That's why this place is famous for. It's a nice circle piazza. We will also sit here like everyone else does, and we'll have gelato. Wow. This is Vatican City. Welcome to Vatican City. You can switch it's very long everywhere. But if you book the tour, you have skip the line entrance, and then it's also it also gives you a nice explanation of everything. So if you get chance to come on Sunday, 12 p.m., you can see the fog. Also, there are some days like Wednesday, you need to plan in advance, and then you can meet the fog also. Enjoy. Rained a lot today, so weather has become really nice, and we are walking again to the next destination. This is Piazza Venezia. Piazza is a square, and you can see beautiful building in the background. There are so many museums around this place, also many coffee shops and everything. Overall, it's a really nice experience. We are at the Capitolo Hill. Now this hill is at the center of the Rome city, and that's where from this hill the word capital came. Also yesterday what we saw the Palatine Hill that was placed by walls all around the hill, and from that word palace had originated. So this is Capitolo Hill, from where the capital word came, and then the Palatine Hill that gave palace word. So some of the words from in English dictionary have originated from this. Here on the back side you can see there is a museum as well. But what I feel is, if you have visited Vatican City, that museum is the best, and that will cover everything. So when the Colosseum was destroyed, because the capital of the Roman Empire was shifted from Rome to Constantinople in Turkey, and that was around 500 AD, and that was the time when they step by step they started shifting all of the belongings of the Colosseum to other places. So it's like from stronghold of the Roman Empire, they kind of created strong Christianity example. So that's why if you see many of the statues and everything from the Colosseum that existed at that point of time, Now you can find that in the Vatican Museum. This is one of the best restaurant in Stanstevele. That's what we found from TripAdvisor, and that's where we came in the Capitano Hill. It was very cold outside, so we came inside because of my cake. The food has arrived. And hopefully we will not get disappointed because it looks very yummy. Now I'm going to start it. Traveling from one city to the other city, you can choose train. That's the most preferred way because car would take more time. In Florence now, it's a beautiful street you can see around. We will start with number 1 location, that's the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, and more updates from there. Ponte Vecchio Bridge, you can see on both the sides there are jewelry shops, and the story goes this way. In earlier days, only those who could do good business could survive here. So others, those who could not do good business, the authorities would come and take their tables away. So bankrotto, from there the word bankrupt originated. So this is the place that gave bankrupt word. So you can see the beautiful river. Backside. Florence is a beautiful city, but we have some time and we think we should go to Pisa. So we are changing our plans and we are planning to go to Pisa. So we are heading towards train station. We will catch a train to Pisa. It will take around 1 to 1.5 hours and we will reach there. So Leaning Tower of the Pisa is something we don't want to miss. And that's where we have a half day, and that's where we want to utilize the half day and we want to go there. Gelato, you can have 2 flavors in the single scoop, single ice cream. So that's what I try. So here what you see is combination of dark chocolate and tiramisu. We just landed in Pisa centrally, and we are taking a bus to the tower. In Italy, tower is Torre, so that's where we found the bus to Torre Tower. That's why we are going now for Pisa Leaning Tower. So we have arrived near the Pisa Leaning Tower, and you would see there are many shops here which is going to the shopping. This is the dome you can see. It said that the dome that you can see here is more beautiful than the Florence dome. Let's see how much time we have and how much we are able to cover. And now I can see that we are entering the street. It's really beautiful, and yeah, finally we see that's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Wonderful, beautiful. Wow, very nice, awesome. Magnificento in Italy. Great. Beautiful. And you would see here people taking different type of photos, pics here. So if I would have been the authority, I would have for sure kept competition every day, for the best pic taker. So this is where you can see, do enjoy and take pics yourself as well.
The best
liking it?
No.
No, I thought yes. It's very cold?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so yes, of course it's very cold outside. So you will find many roadside restaurants in Rome, in Florence, also in Pisa. So we are in Pisa right now, and you can see we have chosen one of the roadside restaurant. So far, Bhavanshi is surviving on pasta. I am surviving on pizza, and Vita is surviving on potatoes, fries, and mashed potatoes and everything. So we are leaving. Bye bye pizza. It was great time here. Morning Florence. This is beautiful view you can see. That's a Pitti Palace. The royal family, the Medici family used to stay here for long, and from our hotel it's beautiful view. We just had breakfast and now we will head towards Michelangelo Square, from where we will be able to see the view of the entire Florence. So that's a must place to visit in Florence if you are at this side of the river. And when it comes to breakfast, if you like to eat idli sambar, omelette, yes, for sure you might get disappointed, because here you will get maximum bread, hot bread, real bread, that's it. But overall, we had salad, different type of cheese and fruits, and different pastries. So I think overall it was good. And now we will start our journey in Florence for the rest of the day. So we are going towards Michelangelo Square, and as you can see, of course it would be hill, and that's where you would be able to see entire view of the city. So we need to climb many steps, as you can see, but it's beautiful. And that's away from where we came. Still few more steps to go. The view from top of the mountain always is good. Does not matter which city, which place. Let it be Singer, Jaipur, or any European city. The place from the view from top of the mountain is always good. Wow. Again, magnificent though. You can see the dome, the beautiful dome. And all brown rooftops. Wow. Beautiful. And you can see on the mountain, this is the Michelangelo's David, one of the most admired masterpiece of Michelangelo. When he was creating it, he was in a hurry. So someone asked him, "Why are you in a hurry?" And he said, "I see an angel draped in the rock, in the marble. And that's why I'm in a hurry. I'm carving it out very fast." Now we are going to see one of the oldest galleries of the world. So, and it has Leonardo da Vinci and some of the greatest artists' masterpieces. So let's see. So finally we are at Galleria di Uffizi, the finest galleries. There's a long queue, and I hope we will get chance to go inside, within half an hour.
You want to touch?
So this is Piazza della Signoria. This is also one of the famous squares of Florence. You would see many restaurants here. That's how people do come to see gallery and then spend some time here, eating when they are hungry. Tower you can see. Nice place. Now we are going to Cathedral, the dome. So this is where we are going to see the dome. And entry to dome also is beautiful. Wow. This is really great. Beautiful. You can see white and green marbles, also some red marble or stones. Wow, it gives great view. And then it's also possible to climb and go to the top floor of the dome. You can see some people there. So we'll see if it is possible for us to also go buy ticket and go there. Climb up the dome because tickets are sold out. So make sure if you want to climb up the dome, you are booking your tickets in advance. But we visited the cathedral. It's the not just the church but also the World Heritage site declared by UNESCO, and it's definitely very beautiful from outside as well as from inside. Bye-bye, Cathedral, and we are heading towards the next station. We are going to Pitti Palace. This was closer to our hotel, but we couldn't go earlier, so now we are going there, and then we will head towards Venice. We have train, and there I'll give you some tips if you want to travel by train also. So this is our way to the famous bridge. And this is Pitti Palace. You can see in Italian it's called Palazzo Pitti. This is the place where Medici family used to stay till 1911, after which they gave it to the state, so it became the state property. Now we'll go inside. So this looks like some Indian Suryavamshi king. That's why you will see lion everywhere. So the palace is certainly more beautiful from inside. You can see. It's huge. And everything is placed so beautifully in different places. We'll see more now. So now we have arrived in Venice. Now we will take boat line 2 to get to Rialto Bridge, and there our host will be waiting for us. Welcome to Venice. We arrived via train station and we took boat line 2 to Rialto Bridge, and that's why we are in the boat and heading towards our destination. Our boat has reached, and this is where you can see the Rialto Bridge. In earlier days, only this bridge existed, and it connected that island with this island. So it is kind of a landmark, and now we will find our host. So we are at Basilica di San Marco. This is the most famous place in Venice, and it's night. Still, you can see the crowd here, and the best thing is you can see here musicians playing. There's some good restaurants and musicians are playing very soothing music. And we'll see now what to have. I'm very hungry, so I'll stop here. Sometimes in Airbnb you get really good options, and in Venice I think we have got really good view. So this is from the window of our home. You can see gondola rides, passing by. So this is what you can see is Basilica di San Marco. It is one of the most important churches in Venice. It is old, it is historical, it has wonderful art, and the next in front of the basilica you can see the Saint Marco Square, Pisa Saint Marco. Now yesterday evening I took a video where there was everything was good, but today if you see it's all flooded. At night we had heavy rain in Venice and looks like the flood management system in Venice is not good, and that's why you can see it's flooded. Now let's hope we don't have this much water at other places, because we need to cover other places as well. Hoping for the best, and now I'll go inside the St. Mark's Basilica. In background what you can see is the famous Torre means tower in Italy. So all three places are next to each other. Again there what you see is the famous palace, and yes, you can get inside the palace as well. You will see how much we are planning to cover, because we are also planning to go to a couple of islands that are nearby. And thanks to authority who have put this kind of tables so that people can go. They have created a walkway. Next to the basilica there is a cloakroom, so they will not allow you to carry any luggage if you have, so you'll have to put it there, and then you need to go inside. So you can put it free of without any charge for 1 hour. And And you would find many tours as well. You can see the lady holding the flag in her hand is the guide. One more thing I would say is allow yourself to fall in love with the places you visit. So here, wherever you go, you'll find beautiful art. Some of the masterpieces, you can see beautiful drawings. Wherever you go. This is where we are. We are on the rooftop of the basilica, and it gives a good view from all the sides. And this is the palace, and there,
Papa, should I show you boat?
and this is the boating point. If you want to travel to Burana and other islands, in that case, from over here you can get it. Venice, we are taking tour to nearby islands, Murano and Corcelo, something like that. So finally we have reached the Corcelo island. So this is the island where you will see one of the oldest church, and there is a very small river, and yes, it's beautiful. The walk to the church is beautiful. Still a few steps to go, but I'm enjoying the path and I'm liking it more than Venice because it's a very quiet place. There are very less number of people here, and it's really beautiful. So this is a must visit place if you are in Venice. This is the beautiful church and the Torre Tower that you see in the background. I think it was worth coming here. I'm loving this place. So now we just landed to Burano Island, and as you can see, this island is famous for beautiful homes. So the story goes this way: in earlier days, it was difficult to identify their homes. So in order to easily identify homes, fishermen used to paint their homes via different colors, unique colors, and that's how ultimately this island became a beautiful island, as you can see now. Blue, yellow, green, red, all different color of houses you can see. And now we are going to the center of the Burano Island. There are indeed very beautiful homes as you walk by. You can see green, blue, red, all different type of colors. See many people doing photography here. So if you love photography, again, this is the best place to come. You will find so many angles to take a good pic. I do love small towns, and I am loving this town as well. So you can see again, like yesterday night, the place is all clear. Now there is no water because of the low tide. All water has gone. Again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. high tide will be there, so most likely there will be water level till here, and somehow authorities will manage by putting tables so that people can and tourists can walk. But then we are going to have tough time because we are going to check out in the morning at the same time. So let's see. This is how Venice looks at night. There are many restaurants you can see. We are back from Three Islands tour, and now we are going to Teatro di Venice. That's the 200-year-old opera house. So next to St. Mary's Basilica, you can see it's a gondola station, gondola ride station. If you want to take a gondola ride, either you can go to that side or you can come to the station also. From here, it's next to Hard Rock Cafe, Venice, and this is from where you can get the gondola ride. Near Rialto Bridge, we found a good chocolate factory, a chocolate shop, and you can mix all the chocolates, and per 100 gram it's €4. And we got something we wanted to get 100 grams, but we ended up taking half a kg. But the taste is good. So we are again at the Rialto Bridge. And what you can see is the Grand Canal. And the restaurants on both the sides of the Grand Canal.
No, grazie.
One more thing, you would find hot chocolate in many restaurants here, and I suggest you must try it because it's yummy. I tried it several times, and I would try one more time before I leave. And yes, you would find some good sandwiches also, which you can have it or you can take away, and just make sure to say that you want hot. This is the last time we are seeing the Venice. In an hour we would leave for the Santa Lucia railway station, and we have train to Milan. You can see that's the Basilica. It's a beautiful view. It's a good morning, and compared to yesterday we are happy that the water level is not that high, because if it would have been high with luggage it would have been extremely difficult for us to come to this place. But we are happy that it's very low. But we have high tide now. We are expecting high tide now, so it may rise very soon. A tip: if you are traveling by a train, book in advance, because the prices change, and if you are booking at the last moment or if you come here at the station and book, prices are very high. So just to give you an example, we missed one train, and then we kind of replaced tickets because we reached almost at the same time, and then we had to pay higher prices. Again, they have different classes: second class, prime class. In prime class you get a drink as well as some snacks. There is one more comfort class, but then I see that sometimes difference between prime and the second class is not much, especially if you are upgrading it. So decide which class you want to book, but if you are booking at the last moment, most likely you would have to go with the second class, because the ticket prices are higher for the prime class. So this is the big giant mall that you see in Milan. This is the dome. It is exactly next to the cathedral, and I would say must visit place after you visit the cathedral. And now we are heading towards Opera House. It's also on the other side of the mall. I could not take more photos in Milan, but Milan was a good place. In general, you can see the old culture in Rome Venice, Florence, Pisa, all these cities. But if you want to see the modern